To celebrate with us on our 10th year celebration. And truly, it is a blessing to reach 10 years in ministry. Words cannot express how grateful I am unto God and all He's done with River Life Christian Ministry and how He brought us. But without further ado, I'm here to introduce someone, and I don't think Alphabet Soup would do it justice.
All right. It would.
Because he is always studying. Teaching, studying, teaching, preaching. I don't know if he lectured or not. I have to ask kids about that. But this is an awesome man of God. Truly, growing up, knowing Bishop Walter just as a young kid, growing up and seeing him, melodious voice that could just sing to the glory and honor of God, to the point where he speaks too. That's awesome. Man, I'll tell you, I wish I could just bite some of them songs that he be doing. I'll tell you, he's awesome. And I'm quite sure he'd probably come up and do a few. He may have a little cameo. I know he still got some. Because he's a man of God. You don't lose that. I know you don't lose that. And so, and just the things that he have done, not just for Lifeline, but where he's taken Lifeline to hold and a part of his ministry as far as with youth. He's doing such a wonderful thing that he has also introduced it also to down in Fort Worth, where co-pastors taking off with Lifeline, and you guys see the brochures and just the work of those that. So this man of God, he definitely have a heart for kids. There's nothing fake about him. He's true to the core, and I know that he know how to give out jobs and just delegate. And so he is a great teacher too. He's a great instructor, and truly, you know what? Without any further ado, because I know he's got something to say to us on this evening.
All right.
I mentioned some and to others, present some, introduce to others. None other than Bishop Walters, all the way from Costa, Texas. Give him God bless you.
Maybe seated. As I get older, I realize I don't have to preach more.
That's right.
I try. I tell them every Sunday, I am not preaching this Sunday. Say that every week. Well, I do let's go. Brilliant minds, someone told me this. Two of you all seem to complement each other so well. You know, 10 years is not really a long time in the scheme of things. But 10 years for anything to sustain, it just doesn't sustain by itself.
Amen.
And I just want to say a lot on you. This is your spirit of excellence is remarkable. I travel all the time. I speak a lot of different places, but this church has an attitude of your pastors. You exemplify what they stand for. I just really appreciate from the time we walked in the door, just you can feel and sense that the genuine appreciation for everybody is in this place. So I just want to just celebrate them right quick, give them a real good. I too remember this man. He's so quiet, so just quiet.
Yeah.
Just don't have another word to describe him. Obscure, not push his way, doesn't have any argue the point, just quiet. And look at him do.
Amen.
God knows preaching about that today. Been doing a series of teachings on, as a counselor, people come to you for advice, but they really don't follow it. And before there was Dr. Field and Dr. Laura Schlesinger and Dr. Jim Berman and Fix My Life and Alice Van Zandt, there was a Paul. He gave practical advice for practical living. I'm not going to talk about that today, but I'm just so honored to be here. And thank you. Some of we had 3 things going on today. How crazy is that? That's why I'm a administrator now, because we had a service last night. I didn't know we had one. 5 minutes before the service started, I see these people coming. What's going on tonight? I don't know. Nobody seemed to know anything. We had a service. Did y'all know we had a service? I was thinking, that's what I'm talking about. So my administrator had to leave out, but I really appreciate him for keeping me balanced and keeping me going in the direction I'm supposed to be going. Because I'm ADHD, and so it's kind of hard to follow me. It's a very unique person to follow. My wife is unable to be here today. She is not feeling well, and that's hard when Dorothy is not feeling well. She does not. Matter of fact, I looked at her this morning, looked over, she was in church. Who told you to come? I thought you were going to stay at home. So I couldn't stay at home. So she was there this morning. But she's just not feeling all that good. But I want to appreciate my 2 #1 deacons. The 2 guys that keep everything flowing. Of course, Brother Rob's wife, amen. They this year had a real testimony. His wife had a stroke sitting right next to him. And she had come from rehab to almost back to 100, hasn't she? You back to cooking? Okay, well, that's back to 100. She's cooking, she's back to 100. Just a daughter, so I appreciate you for coming as well. This is such a, I'm really lost for words. I'm so honored to be invited to come and just humbled by this experience. I just want to tell you all this, and I'm going to speak this, and I'm not going to preach. I'm not going to give myself, I already timed myself, and my alarm is supposed to go off when it's just going to work today. There's a remarkable sense that when there is a barrier is something that impedes or blocks your healing. It stands in the way of you getting to your next level. Barriers are often constructed by us. We construct barriers, barriers can look like a whole lot of things. It can be financial barriers, it can be cultural barriers, it can be a person, that's a barrier, it can be a mentality, that's a barrier, it could be a geographical location, that's a barrier. It could be a job, that's a barrier. So you've got to identify what the barrier is that's stopping you from getting to there. Tell somebody there. How many of y'all, see, there is a specific place. You understand? Anybody got any places they're trying to go? I've been married nearly 30 years now, and I told my wife, I told the church this morning, and these witnesses, I said, now listen, I only have 14 more years before I'm 65, and if y'all expected me to be in this pulpit, you have got a sad, you all are mistaken. I'm leaving here before 65. We'll see. I want to go there. I've got some plans to go there. Anybody got any plans to go there? Well, where is your there? To somebody that there is a promotion. To somebody that there is, a better house or better, or whatever your there is, there are going to be obstructions to your there. Oh, I wish I had just 2 or 3 people quickly go with me. Every time you decide you're going to go there, something always gets in the way of you going. the way of your there. Anybody follow me a minute? I love the scripture because the scripture alludes to a gentleman that we all have heard about, John the Baptist. And John the Baptist had to get Jesus ready to go there. So going there were some obstacles that got in the way. And John said, listen, I am not even worthy to latch this man's shoe. And what he's coming with is greater than you can imagine in your mind. I want you to tell somebody, oh no, I said I'm going to stop doing that. I'm going to stop making people lie. I said I'm going to stop doing it. Let me rewind. I'm going to tell you what to say.
Okay,
if you feel like, I told them, I'm going to stop telling them to lift their hands to Jesus too.
Amen.
Stop telling them to clap your hands for Jesus, because if it's not easy to do it, I'm making you do something you don't want to do. And most folks get upset when you say stand up to praise God because they don't want to stand. If they wanted to, they would be up. Oh, you don't hear me. So I decided to leave them alone because they haven't got there. There's something that's keeping them from getting to there. And until they decide they're going to move whatever obstruction that's in their way, they will not go there. A whole lot of people are talking about doing things different. Doing things different. Things changing. Change, I told them, is you have to be, when we go to the doctor will tell you, well, yeah, you have high blood pressure, but I'm going to put you on this medication, and this regimen is to help you. Come on, somebody. So if you walk out there and say, well, no, I'm not going to take this medication, why are you fussing at the doctor? You ain't doing your job. Well, I did. I tried to tell you what you need to take. Let me tell you about pastors and leaders. Our job is to help you get there. But if you don't receive the instructions, there's no need of you fussing at me when you can't get there. I'm learning a whole lot. Most of us are moving things. Oh, you know, look at it. Why walk over it? Walk around it. When all you have to do is say to the mountain, be moved. And don't move it where it's going to get in the way tomorrow. But throw it a long way so you'll never have to deal with it again. Okay. So I want to help you with something real quick. I'm a master at walking around and driving around the city of Corsicana, and when something hit me, I say, oh, I'm going to buy that property. No money, no influence, but I just say it. Somebody reminded me of that this week in my office. And said, you know, whatever you say becomes, so you better be careful with what you say. And so I wanted this property right across from the high school, and I kept saying, I'm going to get, that's my property. That's my property. That's our property. And I kept saying it. And every time I talked to the people, they wanted too much money. I don't have that kind of money for that property. I don't have a dime for that property. But something was stopping me from getting there. What was impeding my progress is there was a dollar amount I couldn't afford. Come on. There were some people who didn't want me to have it. There were some rules in place that would stop me from getting it. And so one day, years later, the guy called me out of the blue. Oh, are you following me? And says to me, I want to talk to you about this property. Now, listen what happened. Now, I had no money still. But the people who were stopping me were now gone bye-bye. The church was dissolving and folding in, and now they needed to donate the property somewhere for the value of what the property was worth. So I still had no money. But God gave me a brilliant idea. Since the board is dissolving, why don't you let them anoint you and call you to the board, and then you become a member of the director of the Secretary of State, you know, on the board of directors, so then you can handle any business that's dealing